Let me see. People are talking about the Baghdad airport right now, and Michael Cross says Iran about to start, a war about to start. Let me see here. Iran. False flag happening here? What's going on? 60 minutes ago, Trump orders attack that kills Iranian General Qassem Soleimani, other military officials. Oh my God. He's a guy who was leading the protests. He met with Obama a couple years ago. He's a guy who was a big part of the protests at the embassy. This is breaking news as we report here. Breaking news as a U.S. strike has killed Iran's most important military commander. Oh, damn it. This is just... I'm so sick of this warmongering and murder and destruction. This is disgusting. U.S. strike kills Iran's most important military commander. Qassem Soleimani, the leader of the Iranian Quds force, is dead in Iraq, perhaps turning a proxy war into a direct one. You don't need false flags if you're just going to go and murder their generals. As it says, in a drastic escalation of the U.S. Generation-long wars in the Middle East, a U.S. strike on Thursday in Baghdad killed Qassem Soleimani, the leader of Iran's powerful Quds forces and an architect of American agony in Iraq. The Pentagon confirmed late Thursday that it killed Soleimani at the direction of the president and claimed that in a statement that General Soleimani was actively developing plans to attack American diplomats and service members in Iraq and throughout the region. It continued, this strike was aimed at deterring future Iranian attack plans. The United States will continue to take all necessary action to protect our people and our interests wherever they are around the world. Reports from Iraq said Soleimani was killed in a strike that occurred near Baghdad International Airport. The airport, which houses U.S. and allied Iraqi forces, had also come under rocket fire from unknown militants on Thursday. Killing Soleimani, a senior official of a nation with which the U.S. is not officially at war, is highly likely to prompt reprisal attacks against Americans in Iraq and perhaps elsewhere. In addition to the 5,000 troops in Iraq, there are nearly 10,000 more deployed across the Middle East, including in Saudi Arabia, which is fighting a U.S.-backed proxy war with Iran in Yemen. The strike on Soleimani came days after supporters of an Iran-backed Iraqi militia, Kataib Hezbollah, besieged the U.S. embassy in Baghdad, itself a reprisal for U.S. strikes on the militia in Iraq and Syria. By the way, that militia in Iraq and Syria was fighting ISIS. So again, more examples of how Trump is just an establishment pawn who sacrifices his pawns for the king and the queen. The same thing that we've been dealing with for 100 years, the military-industrial complex. I'm so sick of this. They go after Iran. They try to wage coups. They destroy the country for years, decades down the line, causes hostage crises, all lies and deception, arming and funding terrorists. Let's go back. Let's see. They arm and fund Hitler and prop up Hitler against the Communist Party. Then Hitler gets in. Then they prop up the Soviets against Hitler. And then they prop up Al-Qaeda against the Soviets. Arm and fund Al-Qaeda. Then they arm and fund the Taliban. They arm and fund the Ba'athist Party in Iraq. They create more future wars. They go in, try to go after them for the same weaponry that they gave them in the first place, which they no longer had. Lie about it. The Afghanistan papers just told us that all of this was a lie. The Syrian dossier just showed that all this was a lie. And we keep going for it. And this is another example about the fact that people voted Bush in because he was non-interventionist. People voted Obama in because he was non-interventionist. People voted Trump in because he was non-interventionist, and it continues. People keep falling for it, and here we are. Now they're talking about going to war with Iran, and they're killing their most important general. I mean, they've been trying to go to war with Iran forever. We were just talking about it earlier in the stream before this breaking news hit, and now here we are once again talking about war with Iran. They tried to attack that ship in June and then blame it on Iran. Obvious false flag. We saw people rise up against it. It wasn't believed. The owner of the Japanese ship that was struck said themselves it wasn't Iran. That narrative went out the window. They've been trying to go up against Iran forever, and this is just, it's disgusting. I want to go to Iran. I can't raise the money. I'm going to need you guys to help me out here, but I will go to Iran on the ground. I'm so sick of this. Millions of people have died, millions, and look who's in prison. Julian Assange for reporting on facts, for spreading facts about how children were being murdered by drones as people joked and laughed. And he's the guy that goes to jail. And now he's being slowly murdered in prison. And now here we have this breaking news with Iran. And I guess if we speak out about it, they're going to probably push more Patriot Act, more bogus NDAA nonsense to stop us from really properly talking about it. For those that are just tuning in, the U.S. has just killed Iran's most important military commander near the Baghdad airport. This is an attempt at de-escalating. How is murdering Iran's top general de-escalating? I'm so sick of this. I honestly, I don't even, I got to leave right away and pick up a friend at the airport. This is really bad timing, but my God, I don't know how to deal with this anymore because, you know, if people don't support this, obviously you could see that in the way that they vote. But then it just perpetuates because people get so stupid and apathetic thinking, well, maybe this guy will change things. That's been going on since ancient Greece. Has it changed things? No. It's only gotten worse. And now we have a technocratic control system that's based on war, mass murder, and extortion with a central banking system. When will people learn? When will people learn? I don't know. I honestly have doubts that people will ever learn. People just need to be led to the slaughter with a smile on their face as per usual. Anyway, I'm going to research this story as much as I can. For those just tuning in, breaking news. The U.S. just killed Iran's most important military commander by the Baghdad airport. This is nothing but bad news. For the next week down the line, obviously an attempt to escalate and cause Iran to strike back, which would lead to more mass murder by the U.S. government and military industrial complex New World Order. Alex S. says better stay away from Iran. They will cut your... No, they won't cut anything off. I mean, the Iranian government isn't good, but the people there are very inviting, and I don't want to see another country of people that are independent, self-sustainable, get ripped to shreds, murdered with millions dead like we saw in Iraq. It's just, I'm so disgusted by this. I'm so sickened by this. It just never ends. I don't know what else to say. We will be reporting on this more in depth later. Stop being a slave. Don't fall for it. Speak out. Write on Twitter that you're against this. Use the hashtags, infiltrate the hashtags, infiltrate the popular trends, make the world aware that you don't support mass murder and war. If you haven't already, press like on this video. Check those links below. GoFundMe, Patreon, float.app, all that kind of stuff. I don't know what else to say here. I gotta go right away, but it makes me discuss it. It just more wars. Never ends. Just never ends. So yeah, anyway, I'm sorry I just cut this Q&A kind of up here, but we'll get back to you guys with much more on this subject as it elapses. I have a video I got to post in the morning on the future of the gold markets. I will do my best to get on the Iran stuff as soon as possible tomorrow as well, so stay tuned for that. I also just did a video that was posted earlier today with Luke Rudowski of We Are Change talking about Iran and Iraq and the attempt to go to war. And you guys, so many people out there just like, oh, Trump's just trying to stop globalism. The biggest example of big government and globalism and communism is this massive Orwellian military-industrial complex. You can say what you want. I'm not going to speculate that it's all part of a plan. I'm going to see what's in front of us right now, and I see mass murder and attempt to escalate the military-industrial complex, and I'm so effing sick of it. And I'm sick of people being apathetic with one leader. Bush, anti-war people under Bush. Obama comes along, bombs more people than anyone before. Oh, well, he's fine. Then those people that are anti-war under Obama, though, on the other side, Trump comes in and so many of them just go, well, that's fine. It's part of a plan, trust the plan, 4D baseball, whatever. It's just, that's the apathy they want. That's the distraction they want. That's the subservience that they want. Don't fall for it. Break free. Stop being a slave. Assange's in prison, Chelsea Manning's in prison, and now the U.S. government just striked Iran's top military commander. I will be getting back to all of you guys soon. I gotta go. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Make sure to press like if you haven't already. I really do truly appreciate all of you guys. I really do. I'll talk to you guys soon. This is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change. Like what you see here at Wham, don't forget to check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon. We cannot do it without you guys. Every donation is extremely, extremely appreciated as we're getting incredibly shadow banned. We've lost 80% of our audience since January of 2019 and counting. They are ripping us apart here on YouTube, and the only thing we could do in the meantime as we prepare for the next big step is to ask for help from the viewers that support our free information that we try to post on a daily basis. You can also find us on Subscribestar, where just $1 a month, that's all it takes, $1 a month is all it takes to truly make a huge difference. If everyone gave $1 a month, it would change everything for independent media, and we could win this information war, and we can defeat the mainstream medias eventually. And of course, on Subscribestar, we post subscriber-only content that you'll only see on Subscribestar. So make sure to pledge there, become a patron. That makes a huge difference, guys. And also, don't forget to check out our Bitcoin address below in the comments and description, as well as on the screen for you to scan, if you please. And also, don't forget to subscribe to us on the alternatives. We will likely be deleted by YouTube in the next 2 years. It's already happening on a vast scale, so make sure to find us on float.app. That's flote.app. at Josh Sigurdson, as well as at Wham, W-A-M. Float.app is replacing every social media, and I mean, it's just incredible the opportunities it provides for not just creators, but for the average person who wants to get away from these nannies telling them what they can or cannot see. They plan to replace Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Tumblr, Reddit, and Patreon. You could subscribe to us on Float and pledge with cryptocurrency. It's really innovative. We are also on BitChute at World Alternative Media, as well as so many others, Minds, PocketNet. You can find us at World Alternative Media on Instagram. There's many options. And finally, don't forget to join us at Anarchapulco 2020, the famous event, the best liberty event known to mankind, other than perhaps Anarcho Vegas 2020. There are 2 major events coming up that we are extremely excited about, and you can use promo code WHAM, that's W-A-M, and save 10% on your tickets to these legendary conferences. There's so many amazing people speaking there. You won't want to miss it. So make sure to support in any way you can, even if it's just sharing our videos, pressing like, pressing to be notified. Anything helps, folks. You are the change you wish to see. Thanks for watching, everyone. And until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.
I'm sure you have already changed people's minds in your young age because you're involved, and I like that.